Thank you.
Welcome to Fuji Rock Festival.
Yes, no, it's an honor to be here. Yes, also my first time in Japan. It's been honestly such a wonderful experience. It's been completely mind-blowing. I've just been getting lost in the city all day, and it's been really nice. I arrived about a day and a half ago. So I had some dinner, slept, then started filming bits and pieces because I wanted to create a kind of short film about my first experience in Japan. So I just kind of filmed myself wandering around and exploring, and my drummer lived here for a few years and he speaks Japanese as well, so he was like showing me around too. Yeah, I mean, it is quite overwhelming, I think, to be dropped into a city where, you have no concept of what it's going to be like, but in the most beautiful way, because I feel like it's an adventure. And I found everyone to be so lovely and polite and sweet. And, I've been exploring the record shops, I've been delving into the music, and yeah, just trying to absorb as much as possible. And then going from Tokyo to here as well is such a difference, but the peace and the mountains around us has been really nice, yeah. I mean, I make music that is inspired by a lot of different things, and I hope to kind of speak to a lot of different people, but I kind of released it without expectations. I was like, in an ideal scenario, this would be something that people will sing along to all around the globe, but who knows, maybe it will just be one person in London. And it ended up being a lot more people, so I'm just happy, yeah. Yeah, I feel like all of these things, I haven't even quite taken them in. Like the Mercury Prize especially took place in a space that I used to cycle past on my way to school when I was a kid. And so it felt like this beautiful full circle moment. And I guess it just gives me a sense of confidence that I can just be myself and be accepted for that. And it just gives me more drive to keep making music that I'm proud of. So, yeah. I've been making music, but then sometimes I'll have the urge to write a poem or even, write a script or a screenplay or a film. Like, all of these things just come to me quite naturally. And I think, as long as it feels good and it flows, then it's right to do. And for me, it just comes out in a million different ways. Ever since I was like, my earliest memory is writing a short story about wanting a dog for my parents and trying to convince them, That's my earliest memory, yeah. I feel like there are just so many layers, right? And your experience depends on what kind of person you are and what you bump into. So I guess everyone's experience of Japan is unique, yeah. I've already been kind of scribbling down little notes of places that I've been and people that I've observed. And so, yeah. I mean, I think for me, I make music in quite a insular, personal way anyways. So the music making side of it wasn't that difficult for me, but it was definitely difficult to not be able to share it with people. But something that I did find is that the songs really had the time to grow into people's lives and kind of became the soundtrack for that difficult time. So when I did play them live, it meant so much to people because they'd lived with the songs, they knew every word, it was very special. So I guess I'm trying to see the silver lining in all of that. Who knows? Like, the only conditions that I've released a record in have been a pandemic, so I don't know how it would have been different if it wasn't. But I definitely think that having had the time to really absorb the songs meant that the live shows were absolutely incredible and energetic and special. It is that. I think there's this real sense of excitement now. Like, even when I go to see shows, like I saw Deftones at O2 Kentish Town in London. There's a tiny little venue, and I felt so excited to see a show. I felt like a teenager again. It felt like my first ever show. And I think now playing live has that same sense of excitement where it's like, I haven't done this for so long. I'm going to places I've never been to before. Everything does feel fresh and new, yeah. Hey everyone, I'm ARLO Parks. I just wanted to let you know that I'm so excited to be here. This is the first of many shows in Japan, I hope. Thank you for having me, and yeah, I'm so excited. Sending so much love. Thank you for all your support. Fuji Rock Festival 2022.